So this year I mainly did assistant cook, which was great. And the reason that I was assistant and not main cook is because I didn't get around to doing my food hygiene, which I'm going to rectify this year. But being assistant cook was really fun, actually. I really enjoyed it. And it means you're kind of responsible for the pudding, which, let's face it, is the best part of the meal. The cooks generally have planned what they're going to do, and then we just make it really nice and flavoursome and healthy and nutritious, but also delicious. And one of our guests this year had a real penchant for ice cream and loved ice cream with absolutely everything. So you knew that when he came and asked for his pudding, he was going to want ice cream. So so you turn up at about 6 o'clock and then you prep in the kitchen, and then we usually serve at about 8. And the lovely thing is that once you've done the meal and you're all served up and everything, you sit with the guests at big tables. We've got one guest in particular who is particularly known for his magic tricks, and he is quite a character. And I spoke to him and said that I really needed to learn some magic tricks because my grandchildren, we have a Christmas talent show, and I felt like I needed to learn some magic tricks. And he really likes showing them to you and kind of demonstrating them, and I find that lovely. It's just that connection, and everybody's like grouped round over him, and just enjoying him, and he's enjoying the fact that he's doing something that he's good at, that he feels that he's confident with doing. That was definitely one of the highlights for me. Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm quite a chatty person, as you can probably tell from this video anyway. So I really like to talk to people. I tend to, I mean, some of them are quiet and they don't particularly want to interact too much, but a lot of them are very interested in all sorts of things. And you find out such a lot about their backgrounds, of where they've come from. A lot of them are quite interested in politics or in sports. I mean, I'm not so good on football, but it's a starting point, and we just chat about all sorts of things. They're usually very happy to talk about their lives and what they've done, and what they're currently living through, and how much they appreciate the night shelter. They also really, really value the volunteers so much that they kind of want to chat to you as well. So teamwork is hugely important, and it's so lovely when you turn up at 6 o'clock on your shift. We're always a team together, so everybody turns up and they're allocated their roles. For me, I was usually in the kitchen, as I said, so it's an automatic kind of team thing, but people are allocated their different roles of maybe setting out the beds or setting the tables or getting ready for the actual shelter. There are always 2 people at least who are helping with things like the smoking breaks, who, when you have to go outside to have their cigarettes, or when there's showers involved, there's always 2 or 3 people up there. You really feel like you're very cohesive as a team during the whole evening. And we have a briefing at the beginning, so you feel really well informed and led by a team leader. And I think you get a real sense of being in a very strong team. So you can volunteer as much or as little as you want to. So I tended to do Monday nights. It just suited my kind of general schedule. So I used to do the evening shift, which was from 6 till 10. It fitted in very well with my life. Monday nights are just usually quite a quiet night. You can do 1 shift a week. You could do more than that if you wanted to. But you can completely choose. It's up to you how much or how little time you want to give. I can understand that people would feel nervous if they haven't had any other connection with Wycombe Homeless Connection. I volunteer at the drop-in centre as well, which is in Castle Street, which is open every day from 10 till 12:30. So I'm probably in a slightly privileged position because I know quite a lot of the people that are going to be joining the night shelter. The great thing is that you're so supported that there's everybody there is there to support everybody else and also the guests. It's brilliant, and you really get a sense of being part of the community and feel like you're actually sort of affecting people's lives, because you're chatting to them just like you would to anybody else, and you realise that these people that you've seen in pretty dire circumstances, perhaps on the streets in Wycombe, are actually just real people. And yeah, completely. I mean, it was the one thing I wanted to do when I retired. The first thing I did was ring up and volunteer. I thought I'd be volunteering in the office where we take calls from people who are in difficulties with their housing. So I don't really know what I expected, but I knew it was something that I wanted to do. And I was actually saying this morning, I've been at the shelter, the drop-in centre this morning. I was just saying that, we have no idea what is going to come through the door. So you would get perhaps people who are having financial troubles and are behind with their rent and then at danger of eviction. You've got people who landlords are selling their homes and therefore in danger of eviction. You've got a real kind of a really broad spectrum of homelessness. And the great thing about Wycombe Homeless, I think, is that one of the most important parts of it is to prevent homelessness rather than necessarily put a band-aid over it and fix it. So if people come to us quite early on, it's really helpful that we can see how we can help in a positive way so that people don't become homeless. And that is something that has really affected me, because I thought that I'd just be dealing with people who have been sleeping on the streets. So yeah, it has made a massive difference to me and my perspective of homelessness as well. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, no, of course I am. I'm already really looking forward to it. I know that there are going to be a few changes this year, which is really good because we're just constantly trying to adjust things to make things smooth and really well run. But we're looking for lots more volunteers, I know, this year, so that we're always fully staffed and make sure that there's always plenty of people around on every night shelter. Whatever I do, I know that I'll really enjoy it, and that at the end of January, I will feel like... at the end of March is what I mean. The end of March, I will feel like there's been a good 3 months spent doing something valuable and important for a lot of people.